If you're new here, this channel isn't about tech hype, and it's not about fear, and it's not about trends. This channel is about one thing, and that's human agency. How do you stay the author of your own life in a world that's increasingly engineered to predict you, guide you, and automate you? Boom Dopamine Shift exists because I spent years watching how systems quietly shape human behavior. From addiction, lottery and online gambling, financial decisions, identity loops, the same mechanics that hijack dopamine in individuals now exists at a civilization scale through AI, algorithms, and automation. So when people ask how humans keep their agency as AI takes over more of the world, that question fits perfectly here. Because this isn't about robots replacing jobs. It's about whether humans keep their ability to choose who they become. And if you understand this, you won't fear the future. You'll design it for yourself. Now, the cruel truth is that agency will not be taken from humans violently. It will be outsourced quietly, like it already has. We've already outsourced our memory to phones, navigation to GPS, taste to recommendation engines, attention to algorithms, and judgment to metrics. Each step felt helpful, efficient, rational, and not one of them felt even a little bit dangerous. But every time we outsource a skill, internal muscles weaken and atrophy. And this is exactly how addiction works. Tiny convenience trades that slowly reduce autonomy. Civilization now has the same problem that an addicted nervous system has. The path of least resistance becomes the default path. So if we as humans do nothing intentionally, our agency will flow towards whoever designs the interfaces, the incentives, and the feedback loops. Now that's not evil, it's just math. Now what becomes rare in an AI world? In an AI-dense world, information becomes free, creativity becomes abundant, execution becomes automated, optimization becomes constant. So what becomes rare? In my opinion, I think it will be the ability to decide what matters, the ability to tolerate uncertainty without outsourcing judgment, the discipline to delay gratification when algorithms are perfectly tuned to stimulate you, and the courage to remain inefficient when meaning requires it. Now, agency becomes a premium human trait. Just like physical strength became a little more rare after machines replaced manual labor, self-governance becomes rare after machines replace cognition. Now, who will be the elite ones in the future? It won't just be the ones with the high IQ and a lot of capital. It will be the ones that are the most self-directed. Now, the way I see it, over the next 25 years, we have at least 3 possible paths that we could take as human beings. Now, the first, most likely one I see is a soft automation drift, where people will live comfortably but shallowly. AI will schedule lives, manage finances, curate beliefs, predict behavior. Humans will become excellent consumers and poor authors of their own lives. Dopamine regulation worsens, attention will fragment, and meaning will become simulated. Agency technically will still exist, but it will rarely get exercised. Now, secondly, and this is the one I'm rooting for, conscious renaissance. It will be harder, and it will be smaller, but it will be way more powerful. It will be a minority of humans deliberately training themselves in attention, nervous system regulation, and autonomy. Education will shift towards systems thinking and identity engineering. Communities will form around mastery and self-governance, and they'll use AI as a partner, not a pilot. You could look at this like a modern hybrid of monk, engineer, and entrepreneur. Thirdly, and this is the worst case, is managed humanity. Decision-making becomes increasingly automated for safety and efficiency. And I hope you felt my air quotes there on safety and efficiency. Humans trade autonomy for stability. Behavioral nudging becomes normalized. Identity becomes programmable. And not necessarily dystopian in appearance, but definitely dystopian in spirit. No chains. Just think like velvet rails. Okay? Now, how are we going to actually retain our agency? Okay, this isn't about motivation. It's about mechanisms. First thing is nervous system sovereignty. If you can't regulate your dopamine, fear, and attention, you're going to be easily controllable. So things like meditation, breath training, sensory discipline, digital fasting, identity interruption practices, all the things that we teach here at BDS. Agency lives in the nervous system before it lives in ideology. Second will be cognitive literacy, understanding how systems influence behavior, incentives, algorithms, narrative framing, behavioral economics, statistical reasoning. If you can't see the machine, you're going to become a part of it. Third, and this is super important, economic optionality, because dependency will reduce agency faster than ideology ever could. Okay, so what's going to be important as far as economics goes, things like multiple income streams, ownership of assets, low fixed costs, digital fluency, capital literacy. Again, things that you can get at BDS here. Fourth thing is going to be identity engineering. Most humans inherit identity passively, but future humans will have to design it intentionally by asking things constantly, like who am I becoming and what do I protect and what do I refuse to automate? And most important, perhaps, what discomfort am I willing to tolerate for sovereignty? Identity becomes infrastructure. Now, fifth, and this is going to be very important, small sovereign communities. Mass systems optimize for averages. Agency will survive in small networks of trust, shared values, and real competence. Think in terms of crowd, or not crowds, but crews. Now, artificial intelligence isn't going to destroy humanity, but it is going to reveal who actually has a self. A lot of people will just merge into the current like leaves in a river, and others will learn to steer small but powerful boats. Agency will not be evenly distributed. It will be trained. And the paradox is this: the more powerful our external tools become, the more essential inner mastery comes. The future does not belong to the smartest machines. It will belong to the humans who can still choose who they're becoming. So in the words of Sun Tzu from The Art of War, be strong when you're weak, be brave when you're scared, be humble when you're victorious, and be badass every day. That's not hype. That's discipline. That is identity. That is agency. If this message resonates with you, if you liked that part about the entrepreneur monk engineer, then let this channel be part of your training environment. Like this video, like you're casting a vote for conscious humans in an automated world. Subscribe so your mind gets fed signal instead of noise. And if you really want to trade in your wishbone for a backbone, join the Boom Dopamine Shift school group, because right now we're accepting 50 founding members for free before it becomes subscription only. So train your nervous system, build thyself, and stay sovereign. This is JD from Boom Dopamine Shift, and I'm happy that you're here. I'm very grateful. Have a good day. Peace.